want you to give him a huge, huge welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, please, big clapping and cheering. Let's hear it for Big Lou!
Hello! Don't be fooled by the name Big Lou, tiny cock. But I've got 23 stone ramming it in, so fuck it. Nice. I am a local boy. I live near Bury, a place called Prestwich. Do we know it? Yeah. Hey, does anyone know what Prestwich is famous for? Oh, fucking hell. UKIP's in. Fucking hell. Jews. Fucking hell. Bit 1939 Berlin, that, mate, really. I mean, fucking hell. What he meant was, it's got a big Jewish community, yes. Big Jewish community, right? It's got the biggest Jewish community outside of London. 20% of everyone from Prestwich is Jewish. That's 1 in 5 people from Prestwich is Jewish, which proper confused as a kid growing up, because I come from a family of 5. And I knew it wasn't me or my mum or dad because we were Catholics. It was either our Dave or our Jaime. Thinking about it, it was probably our Dave. Because he was a rabbi, so... And also, Prestwich used to have the biggest lunatic asylum in Europe. Prestwich Hospital used to be the biggest lunatic asylum in Europe. And when I was 9 years old, my best friend Derek got invited there for psychological profiling because he was, what's the phrase? Fucking mental. And his doctor says, right, take a seat, Derek. He sat down, he said, I want you to imagine you're outside my office in the corridor and coming towards you 100 miles an hour is a train. What would you do? Quick as a flash, he said, I'd probably get in my helicopter and fuck off. And the doctor says, that's a very interesting answer, Derek, but do you mind telling me where would you get your helicopter from? He said, same place you got your fucking train. Obviously not that stupid. Yeah, I grew up in Prestwich. I grew up with my mum, right? My mum, Ada, right? She was an alcoholic. She was violent, but it was a 70s. She got away with it. It was allowed, apparently. And she used to have a saying, right? When I was a kid, if I did something wrong, she'd look at me and she'd say, if you do that again, I'll hit you so hard you'll have the strangest face in heaven. Fucking hell, right? And when I got like 15, 16, if you do that again, I'll hit you so hard you'll have the strangest face in heaven. Fucking, how sinister is that, right? My own mum was going to hit me in the face, rearrange my features and fucking kill me. Sadly, Ada's no longer with us. Oh, she's fucked off to Spain. I'm only joking, she's dead. Fucking hell, mate, you laughed a bit too hard there, really. Actually, Ada died on 9/11 in 2001 during the attacks on New York. Like, she wasn't a terrorist or anything, but because of her drinking and her name, we used to call her Al-Qaeda. Fuck off, it's a proper joke, that. Took the day off when I wrote that. Right. Proper sad, right? When my mum passed away, it was proper, when Ada passed away, proper sad, right? Because I had to sort the flat out, right? But if you ever get the opportunity to clear out the flat or the house of the last remaining parent, do it, right? Because I found about £4,000 in cash. I never told Dave and Amy, I'm not a fucking idiot, right? And while I was sorting through my mum's wardrobe, I found all my school reports from St. Joseph's Roman Catholic High School in Whitefield, where I used to go. And out of all these school reports, the last one was a summer term 1981 when I left. And as I'm looking through it, it dawned on me, right? I had 11 teachers in that final year. 10 of them all said the same thing. He's always messing about. He's always trying to have a laugh. That'll never get him anywhere. Fuck off, right? What do you know, you dicks? Only one teacher said anything positive, right? And that was Father Sheehan, who took us for drama. And in my final report, Father Sheehan wrote, Louis funny, witty, he's got lovely eyes and soft skin. You shouldn't be laughing at that, really. Like you're laughing, I'm having flashbacks. But, right, he was proper perceptive, right? Because in that final report, he wrote, one day he'll either end up on the stage, on the radio, or the television. And I thought, God, how perceptive is he 36 years ago, right? Because I do stand up on the stage. I've got a radio show here in Manchester. And TV-wise, I've done 27 different TV quiz shows. what a dick, right? 26 of them were lovely, and one of them was horrible. It was that Weakest Link with Anne Robinson. Remember her? What a bitch, right? I did that. I did really well. I got to the final. I'm in the final against a Jewish woman called Muriel from London, who was fucking brilliant. She's got 5 right. I've got 4 right. I need 1 more to take it to like a penalty shootout, and there was 7 grand in the pot, the most money they've ever had in the pot to this day, and I messed it up, right? I'll ask over here. She looked at me, she said, name a black and white film famous for its shower scene. What would you say? If I'd have said Psycho, I'd have been that much closer to 7 grand. I said Schindler's List. Again, no. I never meant to offend anybody. Don't laugh at that, right, because you're a bad person, right? I never meant to offend anybody, right? I genuinely must have seen it that week. It was the first thing that came into my head. And you know when you say something, you think, what the fuck have I just said? Oh, well, I never meant to upset anybody. I didn't mean to offend anyone, but Muriel, the Jewish woman, was going fucking ballistic. She was fucking losing it proper bad, right? Get him out of here! He's anti-Semitic, get him out of here! I'm like, anti-Semitic, fuck off, our Dave's Jewish, you dickhead. Just a joke. What else can I tell you? Oh, I've got myself a new girlfriend. She's an internet porn star. She'll go fucking mental when she finds out. Sean mentioned dating websites, and right, I've met this girl on a dating website. It's that cheap one where everyone's a bit ropey because it don't cost anything. That Plenty of Fish, right? Oh, Plenty of Fish fans over there, right? I met this girl, right? She's lovely, don't get me wrong. I'm not having a go at her, but she's a little bit thick. And I know she's thick, right, because she said to me, I can hear you, she said, right, in your profile it says you do acting. Don't do acting, I've never acted in my life. She said, what sort of acting do you do, right? And I said, Shakespeare, because I panicked. Never read a word of Shakespeare in my life. And this is when I found out she wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, because when I said Shakespeare, she said, is he the one who writes all the films? Yeah, that's the one, dickhead. So she said, do some Shakespeare. I've never done Shakespeare ever, but I've always thought if you slow down your favourite songs, it sounds like it could be Shakespeare. And I'm a massive Meatloaf fan, and I thought, you know what? Bat out of hell, piece of piss. So she said, go on, do some Shakespeare. The sirens are screaming and the fires are howling away down in the valley tonight. There's a man in the shadow with a gun in his eye and a blade shining goes so bright. There's evil in the air, there's thunder in the sky, and the killers on the bloodshot streets. And down in the tunnel with the deadly rising, oh, I swear I saw a young boy down the gutter. He was starting to foam in the heat. And she went, oh, baby, you're the only thing in this heart. Fucking hell. I thought, fucking hell, I've been rumbled. And she said, wow, I never knew Shakespeare wrote Bat Out of Hell. Thick as fuck. This is like, there's nothing better than getting a hometown gig, right? I got a phone call recently from Prestwich Golf Club. Do you want to come and do our captain's dinner? And I said, I'm not very good at cooking. He didn't mean that. He meant do some comedy. So I said, yeah, sure. Who's going to be there? 150 people, mostly members, a few golfers, special guest of honour, a woman. So I thought, belting a stripper, right? Wasn't a stripper. I said, who's the special guest of honour? And he said, Mary Berry. You know the Great British Bake Off? So I got proper excited. So I said, right, I'll do it. I phoned my nan, who's 98, still lives in Prestwich. And I said, you'll never guess what? She went, what? I said, I've had a phone call from Prestwich Golf Club. They've asked me, do I want to come and do the captain's dinner? And she said, you're not very good at cooking. And I said, I've done that joke, you dickhead. I said they're having a special guest of honour. She said, who's the special guest of honour? So I said, Mary Berry. She went, oh, I love Mary Berry. I said, I know you do. So she said, do me a favour. On the night of the gig, will you come to the flat? I got something for you to give to Mary Berry. So I thought, okay, a bit weird. I mean, night of the gig, I went to my nan's flat. Bearing in mind, she's 98 years old, right? She gave me a recipe for Dayton walnut cake written on the back of an envelope. Fuck knows why they can't use paper like normal people. She said, do me a favour, give that to Mary Berry. I said, I will do. I thought that was dead sweet, right? Because that's been in her head since she was 18. Been in her head. She didn't have to copy out of a book. 80 years that's been in her head. So I said, I will do. That's lovely. So when I got to the gig, the MC was starting to call the dignitaries into the room. Please welcome the captain of Prestwich Golf Club. He came in, they all applauded. He then said, please welcome the president of Prestwich Golf Club. He came in, they all applauded. And then he said, please welcome our special guest of honour, the Mayor of Bury. For fucking Mary Berry. What a bastard. I've not told me now, obviously. I'd fucking kill her. But I would get the flat, so every cloud. Just before I go, I was 50 last year, and all my grown-up life, I've listened to Steve Wright in the afternoon. Does a thing called Factoids, little bits of trivia, and I'll share my 3 favourite ones I'm going to get off. The first one, did you know the first 10 minutes of a person's life are the most risky? What load of shit, surely it's the last 10. Did you know humans and dolphins are the only creatures on Earth that have sex for pleasure? Did you know that? Just wish you'd told the security guard at the Sea Life Centre. I didn't know it was a blowhole. Finger one dolphin, you're a bad guy, apparently. And my favourite one of all time, did you know you're 7 times more likely to die of what your granddad died than what your dad died of? So if you spot any Japanese snipers at the back, give us a shout. That is a joke, that is a joke, because he died of radiation poisoning. And he used to say, what you can't see can't hurt you. Obviously it can, you dickhead. I've been Big Lou, enjoy your weekend, cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Big Lou! Oh, funny. So, Fran, thanks for saying you're sick, because I'm single, and I'll be honest with you, sweetheart.